Belt replacement on Condor Dolphin XP-005 will fix your breaking a cutter problem.
Hey guys, today we're gonna be messing around with our cutting machine, and we have this XHORSE Dolphin. This one will be the XP005, so you can see. And the reason that we're gonna open this because I've been breaking my blade, my cutter blade. So right here, as you can see, my cutter right here is broken, and I have it. One of the tip it's somewhere here. Yeah, and this one still spins, unlike others that it doesn't. And when it doesn't spin, that means you have a broken drive belt. But mine still spin, but it keep breaking, and or it doesn't cut this properly. From here, when it go through, it breaks right away. So I feel like um, it wasn't spinning as fast as needed to go through, even though having my settings as the fastest speed for this rotation. So let's go ahead, open this up. We'll see what's going on and what we can find. And we'll be using some couple tools here. This is just a pick. We have, I believe this is 2.5 Allen, and we also have a 5. It's Allen. All right, let's get started. All right, before we actually start, actually there's another one. This is size 3, so 3 Allen that we're gonna be using. That one's from the top. So here, key points to remove this one. Open this up. Remove that mat. There's a size 3 right here. That's the one goes here. We can remove that one real quick. There you go. That's a size 3 right there. Let's remove that. That's the only one that with this size. Then moving forward, we're gonna go to the side. The size has 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's another one same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and from the back you have 2. So 1, 2, and that's the one the size 2.5. But before you remove that, let's go ahead and remove the handle. And this is the one, the size 5 from here. So let's remove both sides. So once you unscrew those both sides, that should come out, and this is gonna pull up, and you're gonna have these washer spacer on both sides that need to come out. So that's it for that one. Then we can go ahead and remove this 2.5 right here. So for each side, then so that's four on this one side right here, and then from the back side you have 2. So those are the 2 on the back side, same sizes, so don't worry about it. And then another 4 on the other side. Okay, so that's the 4 on that. Then we can actually remove this and slide back just like that. Show it again. You just slide just like that. All right. Okay, the next phase is we're going to be tilting and removing this front part towards forward. So from down here, as you can see this one here, you have to remove it. You're gonna turn it to counterclockwise. So you can see there's a hole right here. You can just like spin that to loosen. Okay, and this should come out pretty easy. Of course, it was a little tight. Mine was a little bit loose, so this will come out. Okay, and from the front side, there's two more here. This side right here, so you can see. I don't know if you can. I'm gonna go focus on that one real quick. On that side, there's a little bit of like a rubber tab here, so that will come out. Okay, so that comes out. That's just a cover. And there's another two. I think it's a 2.5. Nope, I think that's a 3. That's the size 3 that we have. Let's see. There you go. Let's come out. And there's two sides. Let's have on the other side as well. Just like that one. So go ahead and remove it with the pick. The little rubber cover. Then a size 3 to remove it. Alright, so that's done. What's next is there's another one. There's a regular screw back here. So let's flip this around so we can see it properly. Alright, right here. These two right here is a screw, a Phillips screw. So this one and that one is a regular Phillips screw. So go ahead and remove that too. So you can see that one start moving once you remove that one. Okay, and there's another one there. You can actually disconnect this connector before removing the other one. There you go. And this one should come out as well. So you can see that start moving. All right, from here, we are almost ready to remove this front, but it doesn't come out, right? From here, there's a little, kind of like a flat screw here that you need to adjust. So make sure you put a mark, which I have a mark there, so you know where to put it back in place. You get this one it won't come out, so you're gonna spin it to clockwise, like that's what I just did. See that? That's one. I just did one spin. From there, this one raised up, and then you should be able to at least pull this out. Not fully, you don't have to drop the whole thing. You can if you want, like this one, but now everything is exposed. Okay, so from here, let's examine our belt. So you can see it's intact. It's still one piece, but if you look closer, they're cracking all around it. And there you go. There's a crack in there, and this is not too tight to make it spin properly. So when this spins, so you can see my cutter, our cutter, spins as well. So when that is loose, it doesn't spin as fast as we need it to. So I believe that's what causing us that cutter to break. So let's go ahead and remove this one. So if it doesn't spin, this is your problem. All right, let's go ahead and remove this belt. Okay. And you can replace it with the OEM belt. But I'm going to do something different. This is going to be a little hack, and I'm just going to test it. See this belt right here? Thicker and smaller? We'll see if it works. That's where I'm going to put it. All right. I believe the original is, let me see how many millimeters the original. The original is about maybe 61. Not really sure. Somewhere around 61 millimeter. Okay. Maybe 60. And this one, the one I'm putting in is about 51. 50 millimeter, and I believe this will still fit, and it's a lot thicker. So the original is only about 2.5 millimeter thickness, but the one I'm gonna put is about 3.4, 3.5 millimeter. I'm not suggesting you to do this, but I replaced this before already. I would say 3 months ago. I don't know what happened. It might not be the original. It says it's the original, and I bought 5 of them, and I can't find them. The other 4, I don't know where it's at. So this one, check this out. It's tight. You still need to stretch it. So we're gonna test this if it's okay. It looks like it'll fit more tighter. We're not sure if it'll mess up the bearings because it's tight, but this one is a cheap one, very cheap. So this one, I just got it from here. Some universal O-ring kit, and then that's the biggest one I can find. So hopefully it fits, and that might be. Let's see. Yep, that's the 50 mm, 3.5 right here. So we'll see if it works and it holds. We're not sure yet. All right. So as of now, that's what we're gonna install. Put everything back together, and we're gonna test it. All right, so we got everything installed. The next thing we're gonna do is, of course, replace this cutter. You have to calibrate it again. Everything, all the clamps need to be calibrated, the M1 and M2, and all of that, and make sure everything is calibrated before we try it. So I'm gonna show you on the next video. I'm gonna make another video if it's working properly. But if you use the regular belt, you should be fine. Me, I use a different one, but it's up to you guys. Hey, you guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time.